So when I got to the University of Florida, the one thing I seeked out the very first day here is I came to Sonny's. The very first day. I had not been to the one on Waldo, so when we used to come up to Gainesville for games and stuff, we would pass by here because we'd hit Old Blanding and we'd come down Jacksonville and all that stuff. I'd yet to step foot in here. My buddy and I, the very first day on campus, said, we gotta go to Sonny's. I was like, I've been to Sonny's before. And the Sonny's, the original in 1968, where we're sitting at right now, it's like, I passed by it enough times. When I came in, it was something different.
Yeah, right.
It was something different. And I remember one of the stories about you is that you would feed every football player after the football games. They would come in and do all you can eat, and you would feed them, and you would just take care of them.
Well, we were involved with you football players and basketball players. Lucille just loved it, and we was making a good living. We didn't have to make a ton of money off of people,
Right.
And I just came here, I was gonna rest. I was 40 years old, but it didn't work out that way. But, we enjoyed it,
One thing I love, Sonny, is ribs. St. Louis rib is kind of where I was born and bred, but more specifically the sliced pork. Like, how did the sliced pork come about? Because I think everybody in the country was doing pulled pork at the time. So why did you choose like sliced pork versus like pulled pork, versus pulled pork? Because sliced pork was so popular. I don't think you were doing pulled pork at the time.
Well, I don't know. We didn't ever have any pulled pork.
Right.
I didn't.
Right.
I didn't. I always thought that was something we made out of scraps and eat ourselves back there,
Okay, I think it's something, Sonny, because I think it's more of a culinary craft. I think it's tougher to cook sliced pork really well. So even doing it back then and becoming really good at it, I think everybody appreciates that nowadays, because when you talk sliced pork, they're like, man, Sonny's has the best sliced pork ever.
Right. Yeah, well, we had our basting sauce, and we dipped it in the basting sauce, cooked it on that old blackjack oak fire.
Oh yeah, I know you were in the pit a lot. You were cooking, you were doing everything right. You were aproned up. But did you go out and meet everybody? Because it seems like everybody knew you.
Gainesville wasn't as big as it is now.
Right.
And I knew a ton of people, and a ton of more people knew me than I knew all of them, because of just seeing me in here and stuff.
So you think it was the barbecue, or do you think it was the people, or was it a combination of both why they kept coming back?
It took more than people and more than just barbecue. Nobody could touch us in product. I mean,
It was probably the best.
Oh yeah, I think it was. And everybody else did, and they do now.
Yeah.
We had 2 sandwiches when I opened. One on a little 4-inch bun.
Right.
It was 45 cents.
Right.
My big sandwich was 65 cents. It was 3 ounces of meat on a big bun.
Oh my God, 65 cents. You don't know what I would pay. I would just get in my DeLorean, go back in time and get a 65-cent sandwich from Sonny's. Well, another part of the cool stuff is that those menus that are right above.
Uh-huh.
So you see a chicken plate, a half chicken plate for $1.30.
Yeah.
I'd have been here all day.
Oh yeah.
It's like 10 or 11 of them things.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of history on that wall.
Do you miss aspects of being in the pit and all that stuff? Because it was a big part of your life for such a long time.
Yeah. What happened when we opened 13th Street, and it was 3 years after we opened this store. Well, I was here every day for 3 years. Then when we got 13th Street open, I was over there part-time, and part-time here. And they finally got where they had replaced me here. I'd come over here and there wasn't nothing for me to do. And when I come over, I didn't have to get in the pit and work, And it happened the same thing on 13th Street. After about 6 months, I'd go there and there wasn't no spot for me, So I joined the country club and went to playing golf.
Probably something you should have did a long time. So were you a good golfer or no?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
I was
So
about
I
an
think
8
we're
or
on the same
9
page.
handicap.
Yeah, you're probably worse than that. Well, Sonny, man, I got that's all the question I got for you. I just want to say thank you for
Well,
everything. I appreciate you for everything that you've done and everything you continue to do. You've meant a lot to me. You mean a lot to a lot of our pitmasters around the country. So I do appreciate you.
well, thank you,
Thank you,
Chandler.
sir. I appreciate it.
That means a lot.